police give an update in the Maya Millete case, and her family responds to the husband's court declaration.
Fentanyl-related deaths on the rise in San Diego County. The numbers and the message from law enforcement.
Graves completely covered in dirt at a cemetery in Escondido, and why family members want something done about it.
An update on a story we first brought you earlier this month. 2 dogs are rescued from a massive sinkhole that's now swallowed a house. Plus, confusion continues over where you have to wear a mask and where you don't as the state reopens.
What are you going to do now with all these masks you bought? We've got some creative ways to reuse them.
News 8 at 6 starts right now. The Chula Vista Police Department has released new information in the case of Maya Millete, the mother of 3, missing now for more than 5 months. Good evening, and thank you for joining us. I'm Carlo Cicchetto.
I'm Marcella Lee, in for Barbara Lee Edwards. News 8's David Gottfredson spoke with Maya's sister and brother-in-law about these recent developments and shares their reaction as they continue to hold out hope Maya will be found.
It sounded like, yeah, he is wants his guns back. And
Maya's sister and brother-in-law responded Wednesday to a declaration filed in court by Larry Millete, where he says he was detained by Chula Vista police officers for 6 hours on May 7th, while investigators served a search warrant on his home and seized firearms. I am an avid gun collector, and the firearms seized from my home twice are considered family heirlooms and have sentimental value, Millete said in his declaration.
Now he's acting like he's the victim.
The brother-in-law, Richard Droulet, said the police had probable cause to take the guns.
The police did their investigation. There's a reasoning behind the guns being taken away and all the search warrants that they served at his house.
In his court filing, Millete also claimed he was a nonviolent person and not responsible for his wife's disappearance. Quote, the Chula Vista Police Department spokeswoman said there was no indication of foul play. I am not a suspect.
he is a suspect, with any missing spouse. The spouse is the primary suspect, and I did told him that since the beginning.
Late Wednesday afternoon, the Chula Vista Police Department issued an update in the case, saying investigators have written 44 search warrants in the case, interviewed 64 individuals, and reviewed 93 tips and investigative leads. Now, all these court filings are leading up to a court hearing next week, Tuesday, where a judge is going to have to decide whether to extend a temporary gun violence restraining order against the husband. We'll be there. We've filed paperwork to be there, and we'll let you know what happens.
And David, you recently reported that Maya's parents have also filed a case in family court seeking visitation with their 3 grandchildren. What's going on at this point with that case?
Still no hearing set in that case, mainly because they can't find Larry Millete to serve him the court papers. Mary Chris told me today that their family attorneys have tried 4 or 5 times to serve the husband with court papers for that family court case, and still they're not having any luck tracking him down.
No shortage of activity, but Maya is still missing. David Gottfredson reporting. Thanks, David.
Congress has approved a bill that will make Juneteenth a federal holiday.
The House passed the measure overwhelmingly by a vote of 415 to 14 today. Juneteenth, or June 19th, marks the day the last enslaved African Americans learned they were free. That's when Union soldiers brought the news to Galveston, Texas, more than 2 months after the surrender of the Confederacy. The bill now goes to President Biden's desk to be signed into law.
It is so hot that a statewide flex alert is being issued for tomorrow. People are being asked to conserve power to lessen demand on the state's power grid and avoid any unplanned power outages. California's independent system operator says the flex alert will start tomorrow at 5 p.m. and end at 10 p.m. Steps you can take to help: turn off any lights not in use, use major appliances before 5 o'clock or after 10 p.m. and set your thermostat to 78 degrees or higher.